Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Stardeus. I do hope you're having a wonderful day today. We're having a little bit of a blackout kind of moment here. I have a slight electricity deficit, and we're going to go ahead and fix that right now. I got another matter reactor coming online right here. Trixie's having too much stress and is going insane. The pig. The pig has a hard life, you guys. Now you know, the pig has a really hard life. We're going to go ahead and have the refill priority be this 4 out of 5 right here. And as soon as they get some steel into this machine, we should stop having these rolling blackouts. They're actually really bad for survivability, having these blackouts, since our oxygen production and our heaters and all these things, they stop functioning, of course. So we need to do something about that right now. I'm going to get another... actually, let's not. Let's just connect it right here. That's another heater right there. There we go. Can we get this done, please? Guys, come on. Let's get this done. Somebody come over here and do this. Just add steel to this machine and you're good to go. That's it. One person. There we go. All the lights should pop on right now. We should be fine. All right. So over here, our task ahead of us, right? We're going to go ahead and have this be managed. And we're going to pull this section right here. We're going to pull that in. All right. That's the idea anyway. Also, this little bit right there can be disconnected. There we go. It already is disconnected. All right, so here is the hook. And if you zoom out, you can see the winch hook. It has a really good range. Like, it can really move. So you can winch things in from really far away with this thing. So I'm going to go see reel in. It's right there. And I think I've got this lined up to where it should, as it comes this way, it should shift over one tile as it comes. Okay, so let's see whether or not that actually happens. Comes over, it shifts over one tile, and we get bop, just like that. All right, cool. So that gets us about where I was looking. I think these things are slightly off center. Would kind of like to move them just a little bit. I think it would be really nice actually if this section right here lined up with this part of the ship over here, in fact. So we're going to make a little bit of an adjustment to that as we go by just taking the section of this floor here. We're going to make this floor come out. Let's see, how do we want to do it? If this thing needs to line up to where this wall is flat with this, right? I guess it wouldn't be. It would be a little bit in from that. So this would be a little bit in from that. So it'd be about here, I think, is where I want that to land. So we're going to go about like that with this floor. And we're just going to shift this up to be about here. I think that's the goal. Yeah, we're just going to do that right there. So let's build this floor out this way. And then in order to truly move it, we will have to eliminate a portion of this wall to separate the section. And I think this right here is the perfect spot to separate because it's not actually a reinforced wall. We will also have to cut one of these little things here too, though. And I didn't want to do that. I really didn't want to do that. I do want to get rid of this, though. I don't like that. So we are going to junk that. This can stay, I suppose. Well, it can't because it's connected. So let's get rid of that so it's not connected. And then I guess I'll have to cut it somewhere. And I might as well cut it from right here. So we'll just chop that right there, I guess. And that will fully disconnect this area so that we can move this up slightly and have it meet up right over here instead. And then that will kind of give us a ship, somewhat of a ship that's kind of, symmetrical. Not really, but oh well, whatever. Let's go ahead and open our storage capsule. We'll see what's in there. There we go. Somebody can come out here and do that. And it has a microchip. 5 microchips. Very nice. Let's take stick here. And we'll relocate you. And just bring you over here to the robo junkyard we've got going on over here. And now that we've got decent temperatures through here, right? Inside this room, it's not very habitable. All right. And I want people to be able to interact with this area too, potentially. There's decent oxygen in here. It's not great, but it's something. But we can actually improve that by just clicking this. And we're going to make this thing opened. And if we open this reinforced vent, that'll do it. And I need it connected, though. So we're going to need a connection on this. Can you? Not really. Can you? Yes, right there. And now we can go ahead and open this if we want to. So that will... Ooh. Really? That? Really? Wow. The vent tipped me over the edge. Is it because this stuff is not... No, they're still running. Really? That is unbelievable. That little vent pushed me over the edge. How much do you use? 0.1? I was that close. It could be a teleporter thing. I guess one thing we could maybe do is just disconnect some lights something we could do also. Trixie's just going to hang out in here. Yeah, you know, this right here also uses a lot of power too, right? 28. Is that what this thing is using right now? I feel like I should... maybe I could disconnect this, but... No, we're just going to need another matter reactor for now. Until I can create my own power with solar. Need a little bit more solar panels if I can, but... what am I looking for here? I'm looking for... power. Power, electricity, yeah. And we're going to place another matter reactor in here, I guess. I didn't think that was going to be necessary, but it seems like we are just a little bit too close. Just a little bit too close here. So go ahead and make that, get it connected, and we'll pop steel plate as the configuration for that as well. And we'll go ahead and say that's the priority. So they'll hopefully fill that in time. All right, with this being disconnected now, I really just need them to build that right there. I don't really need the other segment of floor first, but as long as they can get this done, it would mean that it's connected to the rest of the ship. So this ends up being the larger section, and then this will just kind of come up, slam against this, and it should be lined up correctly at that point, I think. As soon as this touches this, it should stop. And maybe that's not where I want it to stop. I think actually I'd want it to stop here. Yeah, I want it to stop on this side instead. So we'll have them work on that. And then we'll shift it up from there. And then let's get rid of that. That's going to be in the way. And then the rest of this, just we make the floor and we make the wall in the center to align it all. And then over here, I was trying to save this, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it, to be honest. The one thing I can do with it, though, you might notice, there is a thruster sitting right here. So we definitely want to have that. But as far as where it goes, I don't really know. I kind of want to take it with me, but I just don't know where to put it. Maybe, I mean, I don't know if it's worth the time. Certainly not in the video. I'll definitely cut you guys around if we do this. But maybe I could take this segment right here and bring it right here. That would be possible. The other thing I could maybe do, because it's not really consistent from one side to the other, is I guess I could just maybe slap it over here, you know, or I could maybe finagle it to where it comes in and just slots into this little area. I don't think it's worth it, you know, like we have a good amount of resources and I've managed to use the overwhelming majority of the reinforced walls along the outside. So it's not too bad. I think by the time we really need the reinforced walls, could be stepping on myself here, but I think by the time we need the reinforced walls, it will be, you know, we'll have the access to that research already. I hope anyway. All right, let's take the winch hook. We're going to relocate it to be here. Is just as good as any other place. Well, no, being in line would be better. Yeah, being in line would be better. Let's relocate it to be in line with the anchor. Oh, we're going to move the anchor anyway, aren't we? Yeah, it's in the wrong spot. Okay, it doesn't matter then. So put it right there. And then you are going to get relocated to be in line with this. Yep, so be right here. Nope, right there is fine. All right, so we just bring it up, man. That's how it'll work. Macy Anderson, are you going to attack us too? Huh? Are you somebody that wants to attack us? Test subject, slow pooper. Okay, Ryan Crashy Gonzalez, 99 years old. Pass. Reload. Just a person named Reload. Okay. Cool. Seems good. Hopefully they don't attack us, right? That's the hope. Let's go ahead and do that. They're not going to attack us. They're going to teleport and be right here with us. Perfect. All right, they got the floor segments kind of in here, so we're going to go ahead and just connect it to power really quick, and then we'll take this winch, and we'll say, hey, I want to reel that in, and we'll see where that ends up. Oh, it's been aborted. Why? After 0 steps due to a collision with the device or unconstructed floor. Oh, you have to have all the floor constructed before you do it. All right, fair. In that case, I can go ahead and cancel all the floor segments that aren't delivered yet because I won't need them to make this operation happen, and then we can just queue that job up afterwards. So these parts here already have the... Wow. We have micrometeorites being detected. So these little guys are flying at us near the speed of light, and they're going to just pummel the side of the ship for a little bit. Now, thankfully, they're on this side, and we have most of the wall done here on this side. It is hitting the reinforced wall, so it's doing 200 damage. It doesn't pass to the next segment unless it can, do the whole thing. So that's good. We're probably going to get hit like 4 or 5 times. So we do want to close this up if we can. If we can do that, that'd be great. But we are going to get hit here. Hopefully our drone doesn't get hit. And a dust storm. And a dust storm at the same time. Okay. Yeah, we don't have any protection on this side. Go figure. So good news is the micrometeoroids are done now, thankfully. Okay, excellent. So we'll go ahead and break that down. I have this little segment here. I'd like to bring that down over here as well. So we'll work on that next. But if I could get these guys maybe to come over here and just finish this little segment. I realize it's a dust storm, but there you go. Thank you much. And let's go ahead and reel this one in right here and see how it goes. Okay, we kind of destroyed a section of floor, but it did stop about where I wanted it. So yeah, that's close to what I'm looking for here, I think. Yeah, I think that's fine. So if I wanted to use this area over here, first off, this is the particle collector, and that it's very expensive to use this particle collector. We're going to want to use that eventually, but not right now. I think for the sake of just getting this ship moving, we just need to attach it somewhere where we're not going to have, internals and stuff. So I think maybe I just leave it where it is and just move this segment over, right? Because I still want to move this segment over here. So tell you what, why don't we go ahead and add a floor segment right here. All right, right there. We'll put the winch here. We'll bring that over and get it to be lined up about here, I think is probably a good place. Get that wall to be lined up right about here, maybe. Yeah, I'll figure this out. I'm probably going to disassemble a lot of this, but I want to get most of this reinforced wall over here. And then this segment also comes down too. So I'll work on that while we have the dust storm in place. Pretty much everybody's alive still, looking pretty good. Trixie, never mind. Trixie decided to walk outside during her insanity. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Good news, maybe, is that we could possibly put you in the nutrient machine. Possibly. I don't know how that works, actually. So this is our nutrient extractor. It is currently considered empty. If I was to, say dispose of body, where do you take it? Do you take it to the nutrient extractor? It says dispose. Are you taking it there? It looks like you are. All right, then. Yeah, so we're having bacon tonight. There you go. Sorry, Trixie. All right, we'll reel this in, and it should just slam right up against it. There we go. All right, so I've got this little segment here. I brought it over, kind of broke down most of it, but I managed to bring it in and line it up with this wall segment, so that's pretty good. I think we'll go ahead and just relocate my winch to be over here, and the anchor can be over here. And everything else we do from this point on the ship, we don't need that anymore. We're just going to build off of what we got, okay? So I think right here, I'll probably go ahead and make that go straight down. So this section right here will get eliminated. And then we'll have the floor just kind of complete right through here. We'll have a little segment of wall made here. And we're also going to need little segments of wall made throughout here as well. There's definitely a reason for this particle collector, though. I think maybe the particle collector we will leave on the outside right here. And I'll actually go ahead and leave this little section right here intact. I think that's probably the best way to go about it. So we'll go like that. And then I'll put in a little angled floor tile. Let's match the same design if we can. So it's about, I don't think I can match that. That looks like a reinforced floor. This is the closest in design, but it's not the same, but it's the closest I can do. All right, cool. And then let's make sure they can get these things moved out of here so that we can break down these tiles right here too. So those are going to go away. And from there, we are now intact, mostly as one ship. And it's not, it's certainly not symmetrical, okay? But as we expand out to new places on the ship as we go, it'll maybe we can, you know, expand it in a way that makes it more symmetrical, okay? That's probably fine. But we've managed to use most of the really useful stuff that we could. The storage capsule here is not... It is opened, yeah? Yeah, it's just hovering there. So we don't really need that anymore anyway. There's nothing I can do with it, so never mind. That's fine. All right, cool. Little segment right here we want to get rid of. This is... What's sitting there? Is it just the... It looks like it's just material. We'll go ahead and put that... Oh, there is something there. What is it? It is a freezer or refrigerator. Okay, so there's something we need a freezer for. Cool. I am going to make a refrigerator then, or a freezer. So I have some of this stuff done already. I just don't know exactly which one it's going to be. So computing, comms, I have extra new things to do here. We have a weapons locker we could do too. It's maybe a good thing to have if we get raided. I'll put that right there just so we can react to it quickly. But then I need to get other stuff set up too. So as far as a bridge goes, you know, for navigating and everything, like going places, I think maybe this area makes the most sense to do it in. But we could actually do it in this little area here. It's not the most protected area. Not really, but there's a little bit of... Yeah, I mean, we could do it right here. Either way, it doesn't really matter at the beginning. So the communicator, I'm going to place it right there for now. And then we are going to need access to the bridge and stuff as well. So let's come on over here, and we have docking, and what we want to get is bridge right there. So we'll go ahead and grab that. And then now we are waiting for enough basic datoids to go ahead and grab propulsion, and we'll be ready to rock and roll there from there. Space travel, we want bridge controls. I'll place those here for now, I guess. And then we're also going to want a captain's chair at some point, which is furniture, captain's chair. We're going to want that at some point here. Maybe we, maybe we place the captain's chair like right there. That should be fine. All right. Normally the captain's chair, I feel like you would want that to be a little bit farther away from this terminal, but it's okay. Like the captain is not the helmsman, you know what I mean? But it's fine. We'll put that right there. Okay, for the most part then, yeah, this is pretty much all done. It looks like the crawler bodies were scooped up with this thing, though. Sad, sad, sad. Let's bring all of these bodies and relocate them all. Ooh, hang on. We can butcher them now? Hang on. Wait a minute. Ooh, we can dispose of... Yeah, of course. Oh, yeah, no, we want to put them in the nutrient reactor. Yeah, of course. Yeah, stick them in there. The nutrient extractor, definitely. It's much better. All right, so we'll do that too. But the refrigerator, I need the refrigerator. Did I not get one? Let's take a look at it. Fridge, cold storage. I never got cold storage. Okay, we'll need to work on that as well. We'll go ahead and get that highlighted. And then improved heating, improved cooling, or just cooling, right? We want a radiator because some of these machines, they make a lot of heat as they're running, and so we need a place to cool it down too. I think the auto dock is where we go there though. Yeah. And the auto dock doesn't take the same datoids as the propulsion does, so we can actually still do both. So let's make sure we get ourselves an auto dock here as well. So if anyone gets wounded, they can definitely get fixed up. And we want to put this, yeah, pretty close to that. I think we'll stick it right there. We want to put it really close to conditions that are favorable for survival. Coal carpenter. Let's see what coal's all about. 41, male, attracted to females, cat entertainer, lottery winner, scout camp manager. All these things seem fine. Let's pick this guy. Cool. Cole's going to join us now. Hi, Cole. We definitely want to start making clothing pretty soon here, too. We definitely need to do that. The other thing we definitely need to do is start getting more safe zones than just this, because these guys want to wander around. They do that. So I need to start looking at getting additional safe zones as well. I also unlocked the research to go ahead and build solar panels, but a lot of these are waiting on specific resources right now. Probably the transistors, if I had to guess. Nah, it doesn't look like it. There may just not be a way to get outside. That may be what it is. They're probably, yeah, I think that's what it is. They just can't get outside very easily. There is an opportunity, however, to fix that up. So why don't we go and put a door? I don't have an airlock yet. In fact, I may have the ability to do that. Airlock, atmospheric control right here. So we can maybe wait till we get the airlock or get an airlock eventually. But I think just a door for now is a good idea. Man, if I could love to put that in a spot where I don't have... Yeah, right here. I'd love to put that in some place where I don't already have reinforced walls to break through. Right? Like, I realize I can't make the reinforced wall, but I still can keep that one. So I think instead we'll do it over here. So we'll say that we're going to go ahead and take this out. Okay? And we will place a door here instead. And this can be a nice way for people to get in and out of the ship here. So we'll go ahead and have that done, hopefully. No? Okay, we'll do that. We'll do it right there then. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll put the door right here. And then these guys can get in and out of the ship pretty easily. Build the solar panels as we need. Repair the solar panels as we need. All good things. There's also this little segment right here, which really doesn't make a whole lot of sense to have a hole in the ship right here, but it was already there and it's not really hurting me per se, so I'm just going to leave it because it is technically sealed. This is a window. There's no doors here, so it's technically sealed, so we'll let it go for now. We obviously want to get a lot of these floor segments done, these extra wall segments done, and then finally, to really seal this up, I need these done as well. So we'll get all these done, and then we can start adding the wall segments on this side to really close that up on that side. Right there, all this, all of this. Actually, why don't we wait on that until we've done the floor segment there, and then we can place the wall on that side. And then these windows were going to be used, but I realized, like, I kind of want more room to run around in here instead. So I didn't actually move the wall all the way and slam it against these windows. It's fine. We're just going to deconstruct the windows, though. They're kind of useless to be here. And then we'll replace these with floor tiles, of course. Oh, it looks like there's already a glass floor there. Oh, yeah, there's already a glass floor there. Well, never mind. That's good enough for me. That's good. So once that's done, we'll go ahead and build that wall, and then we build that wall to go with it, with these segments having the higher priority so that they do them first. Actually, I want them to do that one first, so we'll make this a 4, and then these ones here will be the 3s. Yeah, so hopefully they'll do that one first, then come out and do the other ones. Yeah, very good. Okay, with this done, we can now go ahead and grab that wall segment right there. Of course, we want to have them break this down too if possible. And also, we want them to move this stuff. If you can, please move this stuff. Freezer. What is the object that needs to be moved to the freezer, I wonder? Is it glass? It's protein. Okay, so the protein, I want to relocate that protein and just, I don't know, just have it sit like right, I don't know, man. Bring it into here or something. Just bring it into where we can use it, but it's not in the way of closing up the thing. Wow, there's extra protein sitting out here too. It would be a good idea to have a door here, wouldn't it? You know, I've changed my mind about this whole thing. We're going to put a door here instead. We're going to put a door right there. I think that's a better fit for this particular position. That works there. And then obviously they have to go all the way around to do this because they did everything in the opposite order that I told them to. Of course they did. All right, cool. So that, I think, is a sealed ship. I believe, with the exception of this door. This door needs done, and it's waiting on copper wire, which we are going to make right now. We're going to stop making transistors, and we're going to start making additional copper wire instead. And we're going to want to have a bunch of that. So just keep making it till you got like 50 of it, okay? And with that copper wire, we can then proceed to wrap this up, get that door done. Probably get all these solar panels done too, yeah, because they're just waiting for the copper wire. Yep. Excellent. And then that wall segment will get done. We have a closed-in ship now, okay? It's not pretty, but it's something that can work, okay? And yeah, looks like we're going to be low on power for a little bit. It's not that big of a deal. We will address that by simply connecting the solar panels as soon as they are done building them, which is happening pretty rapidly. We'll have that one done. We can hook that up. And I would say probably after a couple of connections here, we should see, we want to have all of you connect to this. Yeah, we want all of you to connect to that instead. There we go. So everybody's going to be connected as soon as they're built. We should see the lights just pop on, I would have hoped anyway. Apparently that didn't get connected. Maybe you can't do pending connections that way, I guess. Fine. It is interesting that all these lights are off, though. Is that really a thing? Maybe it's... Hold on. Let me see my electrical grid. Yeah, my electrical grid's fine. So I'm not short on power. We just don't have everything connected. I think everything shifted like that because it's now closed in. I want to say that's probably what happened. Let's go ahead and make... No, we don't. I don't think we need that. We got this one right here. Yeah. Boom. That's connected. Perfect. Get that connected. Oh, it's a short circuit. That sucks. Yeah, Otis and Photon are on the case. That's fine. We should get it wrapped up, but more injuries. All right. Next step, now that we're all sealed in, I want to see if we can... Yeah, we got to hook up the captain's chair and stuff as well. I think maybe getting ourselves interior door, interior wall. We should have... I have access to that stuff already, but I need to get that in order to get atmospheric control. Switch over and get propulsion. Where is it? Right here. Yeah, right here. All right. We have propulsion. That means we can make our own engines now. We have everything we need now to move this ship. As far as technology goes, we got everything we need to move the ship. I don't know what that sound was for. This says this has to be outdoors. Yeah, we know that. These things are fine. You know, I don't need them to sit outdoors for now. I suppose I could probably get like external platforms and stuff and do it, but that's fine. Let's get some external platforms. In fact, why don't we set up this to be a platform? We would actually want to winch things. We would want to winch things close to the door, I would say. So why don't we get the platform that we'll likely use for stuff like that in the future. We can make that go down like this, and then you can go here. I like that. This little segment right here is nice. And then we can just make this go here. That looks pretty cool. Once this is built, we can put one of the winch hooks and we can relocate it onto this platform sitting over here like this. And if we do that, then we park next to something, we can just winch it in right away because we already have the winch in position on that side. So that's pretty nice. And I suppose we could do the same thing on this side over here, but we don't have a door over here, so I would prefer to winch it from the other side. We do have a door here, though, so perhaps that's the answer. We could go ahead and put a little platform, perhaps like right here instead. I like that. And then a little angle piece right like that. And so this little platform will be where we, you know, set up the other winch from the other side now. And so this is the anchor. We want the winch hook. We relocate this winch hook to be right on over here. And we'll just set it, we could set it right there for now. That's fine. Okay, and then the hooks and stuff need, the anchors and stuff need to go out there too. So we'll relocate that out to sit next to it. And then that will be where we, you know, pick it up and move it later on, okay? And that way it doesn't bark at me the whole time saying, you need this to be this outside, you know, I need this outside. We don't need to worry about that anymore. All right, good. So that's it. Now, the only other thing it's going to bark at me about is now the shuttle. And that's not something I can fix at the moment unless I open up a segment of my ship. And I'm not really ready to do that just yet, but I think it'll be right here. And I may actually dig into this a little bit, but I would really like to get the reinforced walls before I do so. I was thinking this area here would be an external part of the ship. So think of it like if you've seen like, I don't know, you know, you played No Man's Sky, right? Or you've played any really big, you know, game where you fly around in space and you have big ships. You always have this external deck, if you will, where there's stuff going on the outside anyway. And I think that's probably this little section right here, if I can do it. All right, I don't think there's anything else to do here. So I think it's time we get ourselves moving, right? Get ourselves out to space. This might be... Oh, that's not a gap. All right, so here's how we'll do this. First thing we want to do is we want to get enough thrust. We want to get enough propulsion to allow us to move. We don't exactly know what that is yet, but this side... we could put another one right there. It depends on how big our ship is and how much it's going to require us to have. So we'll hold off on that for a second. We'll let them build it, I mean. I do want to get this hooked up to the network, though. So let's go ahead and grab that and that. That's going to hook us up. We now have bridge controls, which is great. And we should be able to see the things. We should be able to see a lot more things. So we need to go into the menu for space travel and thrusters. So let's go into the star map. You can see the star map now. This is where we are, okay? So our star is called the Bonsdorfia star. Okay, Bonsdorfia star. We've got Zorik right here. Got Lati is our, looks like a little tiny planet that's right here. And then we have the derelict ship, and we want to go here. Okay, so if we say approach on this, it's going to warn me. It's going to say, hey, the current engine configuration can handle 0 because we don't have the engines hooked up to power yet. The ship requires at least 32.6 kilowatts to be able to move. That's based on the size of the ship. Okay, so we didn't make a huge ship, but we didn't make a small one either. It's a kind of a mid-sized thing. So we also need one of the following engine types. So we need either the thrusters or the fusion drive to go through here. So let's go back out. We can see that our current engine push power is just 0 kilowatts. So we need to hook everything up to the electrical grid. And we'll probably need some CPU to do this. Let's check the CPU really quick. We're at 6 out of 8 here. We're operating at 82% operational efficiency, which is fine. We can defrag later, I suppose. That's a thing you can do. I am, however, going to add 1 more terahertz to our computational power here, just because I'm pretty sure we're going to need it eventually. And then also let's add another, one more drive here. And I don't really want to block access to a drive. What if this one catches fire? Right? That doesn't seem like too smart of an idea. We can just go here and then here with it. Add 2 additional drives to this thing so we can get room moving that way too. And then for power, we just want to hook it up to existing power nodes. So we have this power node here, and we're going to bring that all the way out to, let's go to here, let's say. And this is probably a good enough distance to connect with the 1612, I would assume. Oh yeah, definitely. All right, so we'll have that one going. And then this one here is also going to go right out about this far. Should be fine for the 1612 as well. There we go. That does not quite catch that engine. Does not quite catch the engine. So we're going to have it go here instead, I guess, right? We'll just hug this wall. It's fine. Yeah, we'll hug the wall right there instead. So we'll cancel those orders. And then it should be able to connect to this. I didn't see this when I drug it before, but I see this now. And so I should be able to connect there instead. All right, good. And then we are connected to all the solar panels. Very nice. We can also go ahead and connect to some of the lighting just to kind of get that to happen. Oh, I'm at 16 connections. Never mind, I can't do that. You know what? Let's not do that. And we'll make another one right here instead. That can connect to all those things. All right, cool. We need another human being. Let's see what we're going to do here. Joshua, the Ancient One. Oh my gosh, the Ancient One, you guys. We have to get the Ancient One. He's 50 years old, but they're calling him the Ancient One. All right, Ancient One. Here you go. You're into safety. Now, we're going to run out of beds, so we're going to need to start making those as well. I'm wondering if furniture, right here. So we're going to want to get, that is already unlocked, so we can make beds. Let's see. Oxygen's pretty good on this side. So is heat. Heat's not great over here. Probably could expand upon that. Maybe we make this the bedroom. You guys can sleep over here. I'm not against that. Yeah, we'll make some steel beds over on this side. We'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this will be some beds that you guys can sleep in at least. There's oxygen here. There's heat here. Everything is fine. And it's really low light. You see, there's basically no lighting. So that works out well, I think. Do I even have... I don't even know if I have the ability to make lights. I don't think that's a thing I can do yet. Because it's part of the tiling and everything. Usually. Let's go in here. I'm just going to go lights really quick. Yeah, structural lighting. Okay, we can unlock that right now, actually. And if I do that, does that suck all the oxygen out of the room in order to do it, though? It does, right? They're going to suck all the oxygen out of the room. As soon as they do this, they have to break the floor and then replace the floor, right? So I'm pretty sure that's how that works, but I do want some light in here. So I'm going to put that down right there. And they go ahead and start it right away. We're also going to want some light there. In this room, we have lots of light through here, so it's not that big of a deal. All the way through here seems to be pretty well lit. We'll get a light there. Let's get a light here. Let's get a light here. And we'll get another one there. There's plenty of lights over this way. You're not connected to anything right now. And we need a long distance one. So we're going to go right here with a regular connector in that spot. And then we can get the engines hooked up from there. You are actually there. Let's hook you to this. And then you can go to the engine, which is not built yet. I have to wait for that engine to get built as well. There's another gap right here with just windows, but it looks cool having those little gaps. I could maybe design that into the setup, but I think ultimately I'll probably end up removing it because it's kind of a waste of space. It's a little less optimal to have that, but it's fine. The ancient one is sleeping right before we... Oh, they did build it. So maybe they don't have to suck the oxygen out of the room after all. Maybe they just a direct replacement. That's nice if it is that way. I think before it was different. You had to pretty much remove the entirety of the floor and then replace it. Yeah, so this is 15 out of 16 now. We're going to want to get another one. Let's put one right here instead. Yeah, and then this one needs to connect to that, and that, and that, and that. So let's get the lights turned on around this place until we get our power system set up right here. Okay, so you are going to connect to there. Yep, and then you're already connected to that now. Very good. Okay, so now we can connect to the engine. There's one engine online. And then they're about to build this one right now. There we go. That's 2 engines online, and that makes us flight ready. Okay. Approach the derelict ship and explore a nearby planet. We get a whole bunch of stuff for doing that. All right, so this is going to yell at me for a while because it needs to be outdoors, the shuttle. So we'll wait on that for a second. I do think, though, that because of the way the ship is designed, it doesn't, like, indent out this way. This is actually a pretty decent spot. I think it is. I think this is a pretty decent spot to have our external area here. So why don't I build that in now? We'll say that we get, and I'll probably want to adjust the way this looks later because of the pattern. But why don't we say that we go? Oh, what am I doing here? These are lit floors, aren't they? Yeah, I don't want them to be lit yet. Let's just go with a regular floor here, right here. So we'll have the regular floor. We'll have it come out maybe like this far, because it kind of goes along with this side being sticking out. So it's going to make it look a little bit better, I guess. So we'll stick it out that far. Let's go ahead and maybe remove something like that would be interesting. You know, just kind of a more rounded edge on this side would be okay. We'll get the floor angles going so that it looks a little bit more, intentional like that. There we go. And then this side right here needs to go so that we can adjust it. And then we, of course, want lit floors for this. So we're going to have a lit floor going in. Let's say right here will be a lit floor that provides some light. And then maybe we do another one in the corner over here or something, just to give a little extra light on that side. I like that. And then let's connect that floor, that one, and the winch. All right, good. Now, I don't believe we have the ability to actually move this thing yet. I think you need another research, which is located right here. Yes, advanced relocation. And we're only held back by storage space, which is going to be remedied as soon as I connect these. So 1 and 2. And then also the terahertz. Get additional CPU capacity now as well. So with that, we can get advanced relocation. And now I can move this shuttle and bring it over here. So we have the shuttle location where it can park. Generally, you want the shuttle to be near where most of your production is, in my opinion, because they're going to be taking stuff off the shuttle, and then you want to process it. If I was going to have a lot of my processing be back here, then I would want my shuttle parking maybe over here, and that might end up being where we go, is in the rear of the ship. It does make sense for the shuttle to pull into the rear of the ship, so I may end up doing it right here in the future. But for now, because I've already started, which is a really bad reason, honestly. It's like, well, I've already started doing things wrong, so I might as well continue. No, probably not going to do that. How about we try this instead? This makes it look a little interesting. We're going to go here. We'll go up by 3. We'll go up another 3 tiles here, okay? And then we're going to do 3 in the center right there. And then in between that, I did the stripe floor, yeah. So in between that, we'll go lit floors. It'll be like a strip of lit floors right in the back between these 2 sections. That will look really cool, actually. And then I'll pop a door in, I think right here. And then once that door is in place, we can go ahead and take that out. And now we have like a proper docking area. And with our processing and stuff happening back here, with our, we're going to get mining and ore processing. We're going to be making all sorts of different types of stuff. We can use this big cargo bay area back here to do that kinds of stuff. I think that's probably better. So we'll look to build that instead. And then we already have this started. I am going to let this finish. We have to be careful, though. We are getting the floor near the kernel and near right. That's no good. Yeah, this is just Alfonso. Let's relocate him just a little bit further away from the ship, please. Yeah, just a little bit further away. Braylon, same thing. We want to relocate you just a little bit further away. I don't trust that... yeah, I really don't trust that these things aren't going to hatch additional things on us. So we want to get that going as fast as we can, please. We actually have enough research now also to unlock the atmosphere control, which is fantastic. We now get those vents we can build, and also floor vents and the actual like real airlock, which is needed because we are venting out this area here and we don't want to vent out this. So I'm actually going to tear that door down, and we're also going to go ahead and designate this area to be an airlock as well. So let's get that to be a higher priority so we can go ahead and get that done soon, hopefully. We're going to get another power connector, let's say right there in the center. That's good. This is now open. That's why it changes the way it looks. And now we want an actual airlock in here. So we're going to put that in here and make that top priority for them to build. And then over here on this side, we're going to want to do the same thing. We're going to want to get this to be broken down, hopefully, and replace it with an official airlock, which is going to help a lot more with stuff leaking out. We don't want things leaking out. This right here, we're going to have this connect to the heater, oxygen in this area, heater, oxygen in this area, until we get the better heaters, the better oxygen or whatever. We're going to go ahead and make sure that we get these two things running. And then this area is going to start becoming a little bit more habitable. Just the more we can do this, the more we can make these things just a little bit safer for everybody, the less likely it is that they just walk out the door to their doom. Okay. So we don't want them to do that. And they have a tendency to do that way more often than I would like them to do. We're going to go like this, and then we'll have another door put in. That's not the door. I want doors. Can I have a door? Right here. Door. There, please. All right. And then we'll have all these things all separated, which is nice. Let's close that. Make sure we're regulating all these areas. Yep, like there. All these lights and stuff. Get those all turned on. We have some lights out here that we can turn on now. Right there, and one right here. Very good. Very, very good. All right, get that airlock done too, so we're not venting into space. Please and thank you. We're waiting for lead plates. Oh, no. We need lead plates in order to do that. Okay, let's check the codex really quick. Lead plates are made they're made in a furnace using lead and carbon. Okay, we need smelting, metal purification to unlock. Smelting. So if we come over to smelting, we need this, the furnace right there. Yeah, and then we need metal purification. So we're not going to have enough to make those airlocks for quite a while, but we'll go ahead and mark it. And then obviously we want to go ahead and cancel that task. And we're just going to use a regular door then. It's just the way it's going to be, unfortunately. Regular old door is as good as we can do, and it does work somewhat. It doesn't work great, but it works a little bit, okay? Now, we can move. So while we're building things, we can still move, okay? And that's something we need to do because we're kind of probably running out of resources, and maybe we'll find lead plate in that other derelict wreck. So if I go back to the star map and I go to the derelict ship, I can now move and get there because, well, the engine push should be more. Let's just try it. There we go. And there's a fire already here, but it is what it is. So we get the datoids for that. That's good. And we're getting short on titanium. Okay, well, we're not getting short on the plate. We're just getting short on the resource to make the plate. That's fine. You can inspect any object to see what resources it contains. Some yield more than others. What I'm interesting interested in is lead plates now. So I can make that. So this is an airlock. And if I was to tear this down, do I get the lead plate with it? I don't know. We can order a deconstruction on that. We also have another one up here. And maybe, just maybe, we get the lead plate on that too. Who knows? That could be a thing that we get. So let's give that a shot. And then obviously this whole thing, we want to move all of this towards us, right? So here we have our ship, and the derelict ship, or what's left of it, is right here. And we're just looking to get all these things, right? So I think the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to set up the hook, right? We're going to set the winch up right here. That's going to allow us to bring this in and then this in. The winch will pull those two things in. And then we'll simply bring the whole structure over here, and we can tear it down over here instead. And then that's probably good. Now, it's pretty far away, so we're most likely going to need to, reach a bit here. But let's just see what our range is on the winch. So here's the winch hook, and we're close. We are pretty close. It's just not quite close enough. So we're going to want to move this. This is the winch hook. We're going to relocate the winch hook to be here. I think is probably for the best. All right, we'll do that. And then we want the hook, the anchor. Sorry, we want one of the anchors to be hooked up. Let's say maybe right here is good. And then the other hook, which is over here, sitting right there, this anchor, we're going to have that moved over to be maybe like here. Yeah, that's pretty good. So we'll get those things in place. All right, let's just go ahead and make those high priorities for people right now. We'll get those things in place. And then obviously we'll manage this with one of our bots. That will allow us to pull those two pieces in, combine it with this one piece, and then we'll bring the whole thing from there. In order to bring the whole thing, we're going to need to either build a little bit off of our ship or build a little bit off of this ship. And I think it's probably just something I'll build off of this ship. So I think we'll go diagonal from here, and we'll bring it out to maybe something like this should be okay. We don't need all of this. We just need a little bit of it, just enough to make it to where it's all the same, all connected as the same ship. So we'll go ahead and get rid of, I think, one row here. And I'll have to redo some of these because I am disconnecting it somewhat. But I just want to make sure I'm not overbuilding this. It's not necessary to overbuild it. There we go. And then we'll just add, again, just like plain floor tiles in here just to keep it to where it's all one piece. There we go. So this will all count as the same vessel once they create that. All right, so we've got this, and we got the anchor points. Hopefully those are going to get done soon. These guys should not be hauling. No. You guys should not be doing hauling. You should be doing this. No hauling right now. Okay, guys. Let's see. Workers, photon. Can I get you? Yeah, no hauling right now. Okay. Do other things that I know you're a carrier bot, and that's what you do. But no hauling right now. No hauling. You don't do that right now. Now, maybe that's what's necessary in order for them to move, to relocate the hook. No, Photon's going to do that now. That's what I want him to do. Okay, good. And then the other one is Otis. Okay, cool. Let's have you manage this. Perfect. And then we'll go in and we'll take this and we will reel in this. Oh, there's already an anchor there. Oh, hey, there's several anchors here already. Whoa, I just totally missed that. Cool. I didn't even need to bring my own anchors. I'll reel it in. It's fine. Okay, cool. It all gets reeled in. Apparently, this is all one piece anyway. Didn't see that, so that's interesting. We'll go ahead and release, and then I want to bring this hook, relocate that back over here. Yep, let's put it right here where it's supposed to go, and then we want to see the range on that. Oh yeah, easily. So we don't even need to build all of this. Yeah, we have that range right there. So what we can do instead is we'll just cancel everything from here. And that's going to give us... That'll be far enough to make that happen. Yeah. Okay, cool. I don't want them to haul this stuff yet because as we pull the whole structure, it will pull most of this debris with it. So like then you can go get the far away stuff, but I really don't need you to go get this stuff. You can get this stuff. All right, we got the winch here. It's connected to power, and we can now reel in right there. Yep, that's the one. Reel that in. Let's see what happens as we bring our derelict ship much closer to our craft so that we can start processing this stuff a lot closer. There we go. I could bring it even closer than that too. I want to go ahead and get these things hauled in if I can, because those are some supplies that were left behind. And it seems pretty much everything else is, yeah, good to go. So we're going to go ahead and break down all of this. Will get broken down now because it doesn't need to exist. Actually, cancel that. We'll have this thing moved over there. And then I want to get this done. My workers are doing a lot of things right now, but I would really like to get this taken care of here. So I'm going to have Otis come on over here. I'm going to kind of tell him to prioritize this. I'll micromanage my drones just a little bit here so that he gets this done a lot quicker. There we go. Good job, Otis. Look at all that work. Very good. He's going to leave this undone, though, so we're going to want him to do that, too. Also, let's break down that. That's not needed either. And apparently, the floor here is not done. That's strange. How did that happen, I wonder? We'll relocate this in just inside for now. Let's give that task. Again, I'm going to kind of micromanage them a little bit here. I want them to do this quickly. There we go. So with all that taken care of, we can now take this winch and go ahead and grab, yep, that one right there. Let's reel that in. Now everything can be a lot closer. Boom. We are now ready to break this ship down very easily now. Now let's just go a quick little lit floor here is fine, I guess. Get that done so I can move these things over, please. And then I guess this winch can just go. This is an anchor, right? Yeah, this is an anchor. Okay, we have an incoming stasis pod. Those are always very exciting. A little bit nerve-wracking too, because you don't know what to expect. They could be enemies. They could be friends. It could be a traitor. Lots of different things that could happen on this, but it looks like it's going to end over here. It's going to actually land on this little extra segment, which is pretty good for us. I like that. And I can make sure, yeah, if this, with this thing being disconnected, if they don't have the ability to EVA to us, then they're going to be kind of trapped on here, which is fine with me. We do want to go ahead and just mark all of this stuff for deconstruction. We're breaking down the entire thing. We're not taking any of it with us. So we're just going to make all that happen. There we go. With the stasis pod, depending on what pops out, hopefully, if they are enemies. Okay, we have Adstellarum. Friendly beings have come out of the stasis pod. At least they're friendly for now. Okay, cool. I assume he's got his own suit. Equipment. Oh, yeah. Full space suit, helmet, suit, uniform, everything. Okay, very good. And he can hopefully get to us. Oh my gosh, another person. This is a little bit wild. I'm getting a lot of people now. A lot of people to take care of here. 21-year-old Grayson Army Willis. He's a showerer. How about Buttercup? Doesn't do construction. A little bit of social. Here's a guru. Test subject slave. Okay. Buttercup. And then Mayra Talus Rivers is 60 years old. But they've got... I don't like any one of these people, to be honest. But if I have to choose, I'm going to take the younger one who happens to be enlightened. And a technophile. Gives me more likeliness that I can control them later. So we'll take this one. There you go, Army. Welcome to our thing here. Now, this person here, right, we want to relocate this person. I want my bots to go ahead and grab this person and bring them in and drop them off right here. So somebody's going to come over there and relocate them. He's going to just break things down for us now, though. How about that? That's freaking awesome. Can you go and... Yeah, see, now he's trapped. He can't. So that's okay. The bot's going to take care of this. Just hold steady. We're coming to get you right now. There we go. We'll get you out of here. Excellent. We can, of course, also break down the stasis pod as well, which I intend to fully do. Lots of resources there, too, so we'll break that down. And then I don't think there's anything else really all that interesting. The anchors are here, so we're going to deconstruct those. Just get a quick little titanium plate. We don't really need those anchors at all. There's a little bit of carbon fiber, a little bit of leather. Very nice. Actually, that leather will do well for our captain's seat. Here's a couple of lead plates right there. Okay, so we have the lead plates, from what I can tell anyway. We have a couple of lead plates, and we could use that as our airlock. So I am going to go ahead and once again tear this out of here and create an actual legit airlock in this area because it just deserves it, all right? So we're going to go ahead and do that. It's a little airlock right here. Yeah, we'll bring it in just a little bit like that. That's fine. And then we will get that to be assigned to the workers, yeah, as the top priority here. Otis, I want to make sure that you... Yeah, no, you're good. Yep. Looks like everybody's assigned to it. R2D3 is like standing by. And then you can see this right here is pretty nice, right? So we have all these lights and stuff. I think I kind of want to disconnect these lights though. So I'm gonna just select all of these lights like this, and I'm gonna say that I don't want them to be connected to this, and that I instead want them connected here. There we go. So now we have really bright lights in the back for the shuttle that will be arriving there, which is what we're gonna put there right now. We're gonna move the shuttle. There we go. The shuttle can be right here. Boom. I like it. Okay, so Reload had a breakdown, and they're going around destroying random objects. Thankfully, there's not a whole lot of value over here that they can destroy, but they've already taken down the cooking station. Then they went over and took down my captain's chair, because we just built this with the leather, and they went ahead and frickin' destroyed it, so that's great. And then they destroyed this wall, which is now letting all the heat and stuff out. So none of that is good. None of that is good. They also then destroyed this, which was connecting a lot of other things. So there's not a whole lot coming from this. I don't know why they're having their mental breakdown. I probably should take a look and see why that may be. I used a planter as a toilet, no shower, no toilet. I mean, I guess I just need more showers and toilets, which I was in the process of working on while they were having a mental break. So there's a shower right here. I've moved the toilet over here, and I was going to have another toilet. I just need the toilets and stuff to be over closer to where the bio-waste is happening, is what I was kind of hoping to do here. So somebody, I hope, is... Oh, gosh, they're still destroying things. Yeah, all my connectors and stuff, as long as they don't destroy the frickin' shuttle or something, like, really expensive that I can't replace. Like, all these things I can replace, but... where are they going now? Oh, no. Where are you? Are you going to the toilet, or are you going to destroy the toilet? Using toilet. Okay, your mental break is over. Good. I'm happy to hear it. All right, it's about damn time. So let's make sure that we can connect. Yep, here, and then let's get that connected. I've taken the opportunity, since they busted the window, I'm taking this opportunity now to... Oh, I need to connect that. There we go. To go ahead and make a door there instead. So at least there's something good coming from it. And then here is our new terahertz. We now have additional capacity with our stuff there. Let's get that connected again. And then all these lights, I want them to be hooked back into. Oh my gosh. Just get them all in here, please. Yep. Good. Connect that. You don't actually have to drag the lines. I just like to do it. It's just something from before, but there's a lot of keyboard shortcuts and stuff that I'll probably pick up along the way here. There's a lot in this game that you can pick up on. So, yeah, I'm gonna say that's just out of reach. That sucks. This is good though. We can hook that up. There we go. And so you can just basically, if you have one of these selected, just hold Shift and click, and then that will do it too. There we go, like that. So you don't have to draw all the lines. Obviously, you can also group them together and do them like I've done with solar panels already, but this thing is just out of reach for everything that means. Yeah, I guess we'll just do that. Okay. So the mental break is done, thankfully. Now we just need this connected so that I can get this airlock back done. Here we go. Okay, and then you are going to connect there. All right. Excellent. And now with that, we can then go ahead and get all of these things hooked back up, okay? Very good. Alrighty then. I've gone in also and made another charging station and repair station over here, so the bots don't have to go super far. If they're out and about and they're coming in and they're injured or something, they can go ahead and get themselves fixed up. And now they've taken all this stuff All of this stuff needs hauled in, okay? Very good. Now, we're not going to have enough storage units for everything, but there's compatible storage freezer and refrigerator. Still looking to have that done too. So let's go with fridge, cold storage, and it's still not possible because of, okay, because of data. That's fine. We can solve that. Let's go over to computing. You know, actually, hold on. Now, I should get data compression, right? Would be better. Like let's do that first. We're gonna take that one right there. We'll go ahead and get this installed because we actually can't get data compression unless we have space for data compression, you know? So even though we're about to compress the data, we have to actually have enough space to get it in the first place. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to go back over here. We should have enough for data compression. Unlock that. And now it goes from 94,104. Do that. And now it says 99,104. Excuse me? Oh, right. It's a data compression upgrade module. We have to create these. I forgot about those. Whoopsie. That's not what I wanted to do, but it's okay. Reactor efficiency upgrades would be something to get to. And then it's not cooling. It's, again, fridge, cold storage. Here it is, waiting on 6. Of course. Just had to do it. Well, the good news is we can make these modules too. So if I come over to this, you're making transistors right now, and that's great. We have 75 of them now. So that's a thing. You don't need any more of those. We can then have you instead make the disk compression up modules. So they'll go ahead and do that now. And then you're making copper wire, which is great. We have 50 of that. I don't think... Yeah, maybe some silicon wafers would be a good idea for the solar panels. We'll have you make a few of these silicon wafers instead. If we're able to. Solar panels are right down here, of course, and we can connect those. Oh, we're going to need another one. Yeah, wow. I need another one for this. Give me... Apparently, that's not something you... There you go. Man, I want those floor ones. Those floor connectors. Do I have access to those by any chance? I don't think we have those yet. Might be over near... They should be over near the power, but I don't see them. Right here, floor connector. Right, this space, right. Okay, in that case, I'll just connect it like this for now. Yeah, we'll just get these. Come on now, connect these for now, and then I guess we'll just have to get another one to get all those solar panels hooked up, right? Yeah, so we'll just do that for now. We'll get 2 more, or we'll get 1 more over here, and then we'll get extra connections like that. Cool. The stove is apparently not configured. Well, I want them to be cooking survival meals until they have, let's say, let's get a stock of like 40. Until you have 40 of them, we'll go ahead and do that. All right, we've hauled pretty much everything in. I don't know why the bodies are still with us. That part's a little weird to me because we did move. At least I thought we did. Maybe we just didn't. Maybe we didn't move. Maybe that was already with us and it just doesn't look like it did. Man. We got flickering lights now. Yeah. It's with all the processing, all the, the ingredients through here. We got the nutrient waste thing going. We got a lot of stuff going. So I would really like to get those solar panels hooked up. That'd be nice. Maybe we can get them to accelerate the plans on that. There we go. And then what I'll do is we'll go ahead and disconnect. Yeah, let's have you not have this. You'll have this instead. And then you will have these ones here. Come on now. There we go. You'll have those. And then with that, we should have our power back and running, right? Power grid should be good now. We're at 192. Yeah, let's take a look at the graph. So it does come up, but I think we're up there now. And then getting extra batteries would be a good idea as well. As long as you have good generation, you should be fine. But there's obviously going to be times like dust storms and stuff where you're not going to have the most ideal. And so I think I want to replace these with another big one, like right in the middle. It would feel good to do that, but I'm going to do the 1612 instead. Yeah, I'm going to do the 1612 instead on that. All right, so with the data compression modules, we should be able to come in here now and add upgrades and select a data compression module as an upgrade. And then we could be able to do it with another one. So let's say we just go like this, and we say we want to install data compression modules and all of these things. And with that, we now have 99 out of 108 is what it says. We should now be able to get the... Ooh, we can get smelting now. That's tempting. But I want a place to store this protein. You know, I want the floor connector too. Damn. I want all these things. So many things I would love to have. I do think material processing is pretty important, though. It's going to become our bottleneck pretty quick here. Oh no. Oh no, an egg. Hang on, an egg hatched. Where is it? Show me where it is. Hatch something. All right, hang on. Colonists? Anybody here I don't recognize? Not really. Other? Crawlers are out there. Braylon, nameless. No? All right, where is this egg? And the thing is, it doesn't tell me where the damn egg is. I can't click it and see where it is. It's just like an egg hatched something, but I didn't see an egg. The ancient. Maybe they didn't install it yet. No, they did. They definitely did. I don't see an egg. I'm really concerned about this. I don't know if you can hear that in my voice. You know what? I think this is a great place for a cliffhanger, right? I think so. So if you want to see what's up with this egg, and maybe it's anticlimactic, I don't know. But if you want to see what's up with this egg that just hatched, come on back for the next one. And we'll continue from here, most likely heading out into the world, maybe doing our first mining expedition on Lati over here. Okay? Take it easy. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.